Hey, I'm Steve, and if you found your way to this video, you likely have one of these bad boys in your hands right now. So this is a brief overview over the home buying process in California. The very first step you have to do, set up an initial free consultation with me to go over your specific wants and, more importantly, your specific needs. Look, we'd all love to live in a 10-bedroom mansion with multiple pools, jacuzzis, and acres upon acres of land so nobody bothers us. Unfortunately, that's not the reality for most of us. So we need to get to the nuts and bolts of what matters most to you in terms of bedroom count, construction, neighborhood, etc. And look, I'm not a mind reader, so I really suggest that you just ask questions and get the most out of your consultation when we do meet. Next, we fill out a buyer-broker agreement where we discuss terms, locations we're going to be looking at, types of property we're buying, etc. This is where I basically commit myself to you 100%. This next step is the most crucial in the entire home buying process, and that's getting you pre-approved. Like when we go Christmas shopping, we need to make sure we stay within budget, and getting pre-approved gives us that budget to work with. This is where you turn in financial documents such as bank statements, tax documents from the last 2 years, pay stubs, or profit loss statements if you're a business owner / self-employed. We have lenders at our offices in San Fernando, but I always suggest for you to shop around to find the best rates and offers for you. Because at the end of the day, you're the one that's going to be paying back those hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not more. And it's even better if you can fill out your pre-approval applications within the same week or so. That way, all your pre-approval letters will be good for about the same 60 to 90-day period. And plus, because credit bureaus realize you're applying for a mortgage, you only get one single hard inquiry on your credit, no matter the number of lenders you apply to. So really, it's a no-brainer. And as you can probably tell by the amount of time I'm spending on this subject, it's very important. So let's just do it. Let's get you pre-approved. On a side note, if you feel I'm throwing a lot at you right now, that's okay. I am. So you know what? Take a break, relax, watch some TV. Maybe, I don't know if you feel like it, maybe watch this little movie I made on what happens when you don't get your pre-approval letter. That'll be up here. Enjoy, laugh a bit, and then come back and finish watching the rest of this video. Okay, so now we get to the fun part. We look online at the types of homes you're interested in. We go look at these houses together, whether it be through showings or open houses. You fall in love with a house or houses, and we submit an offer. So after some back and forth of submitting offers, congratulations, we just got an offer accepted. And now we're ready to open escrow. Now, escrow can usually last a few weeks, and at this point, you haven't spent any money really, except for maybe gas money. Well, this is when you put down your earnest money deposit. Basically, a gesture of good faith to ensure that you don't get cold feet during the process. At this point, we're now ready to order inspections, and I highly recommend paying for top quality here, and here's why. Buying a house is expensive, obviously, and this is probably the biggest purchase you've ever made in your life and likely will ever make in your life. Why wouldn't you want to make sure that what you're buying is actually fit for your standards, you know? So if the house needs repairs, we can actually negotiate with the seller to lower the purchase price or make the repairs themselves, or give you a credit towards making those repairs. And our purchase would be contingent on these repairs being made. And if they aren't, well, we can back out of our deal and get our earnest money deposit back, no problem. So meanwhile, we're also working with the lenders and of course the title company. The appraisal comes in to let us know exactly how much the bank will lend us, and we receive a preliminary title report. And that ensures that no one else owns a claim to the property, that there are no outstanding liens or debts on the property, or on the owner that can be used against the property. We see what restrictions might be placed on how we use or build upon the property, and we discover if there are any easements, basically if someone else has legal access to a part of your property. This step is also very important because it sets up the basis for what your title insurance would cover. So now we enter the final stages. We dot the I's and cross the T's with everybody involved. And that's the sellers, escrow, title, and of course, our friend, the lender. And we do a final walkthrough. Trust me, bro. You want to look at the property at least one final time before forking over all your money. Finally, the seller gets their money, escrow records the grant deed with the county, and you get the keys to your new kingdom. And I throw you a little party to celebrate. There's a strong chance you're now on your path towards building generational wealth. And I thank you for choosing to have myself and Mission Real Estate represent you in this grand whirlwind of an adventure. It was my absolute pleasure to get to work with you. If you thought this video was helpful, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok at SteveSellsCasas. Oh, and definitely check out my movie. It's only like 6 minutes long.